Hello, and thank you for joining our webinar today on the exciting and brand new Enclave project in Las Vegas. My name is Sinan Kanatsis. I'm the chairman of the board of the Internet Marketing Association, a professional marketing group that has over 1 million members in 176 developed countries and nations worldwide. We have been coming to Las Vegas for the past 8 years to put on our international conference. We've done incredible events all around the Strip, and I was introduced to this brand new project through a colleague, and I was very excited about it. Many of our members are so used to the same old venues in Las Vegas on the Strip, but this is an exciting one that is right between the airport and the Strip, right off Strip, that provides a mixed-use experience with top catering, and one of the great benefits is the AV is included. So as a marketing planner myself, I look at budget, I look at flow, I look at experience, I look at all the little details that make an over-the-top experience. And the founders of the Enclave are in the production business. They come from the audio background and have put on incredible events and venues throughout Las Vegas. And it's a perfect culmination and a great venue for us to select our Welcome Bash in 2017. I attend Las Vegas conferences all year long, from CES to NAB to our own conference, Impact, and there are very few venues that can stand up to the mixed-use value that the Enclave will be providing. So I wanted to offer just a quick background on myself and a testimonial on our excitement and the contract that we've recently entered in with the Enclave to host our welcome event for our Impact 17 conference in Las Vegas. And I wanted to turn it over to Megan Teach, who handles public relations for the Enclave, as well as Keith Conrad, the founder and managing partner of the Enclave Las Vegas. Megan?
Great. Thank you, Sinan. And we're really looking forward to having the Internet Marketing Association at our event venue next year in 2017 when we open. Keith, thanks for being here today to tell us a little more about Enclave. We're very excited to hear about the facility and all of your offerings. You know, I'm just curious to know, what was the inspiration for Enclave?
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me, Megan. You know, Enclave actually started as a high-end, you know, off-strip band rehearsal facility to support our clients on the production side. You know, we currently run an audio production company that handles major music festivals, band tours, high-end corporate events all over the world and locally. And as we started doing further research when we were building this facility, we saw a hole in the market for venues that have production taken into account. So with Vegas being the meeting and event capital of the world, we wanted to deliver that world-class production quality to corporate and social events to enhance their experience.
Great, great. And, you know, what makes you guys so qualified to be putting on this world-class production?
Sure. So, you know, along with myself as a managing partner, the two owners of 3G Productions, Javier Curiel and Eli Stearns, are my two partners. And I'm going to just kind of slide through here. And this is some pictures of us at our groundbreaking ceremony with Eli speaking, myself and Jay in the background. And here's my favorite shot of us with our shovels, pretending like we know what we're doing. But, you know, our current team, we have over 50 years experience in this business combined between productions, events, entertainment, both on the sales and the business side. And as I touched on before, you know, we work through some of the largest music festivals in the world to small, intimate birthday parties, corporate events, meetings, and things of that nature. So we really ultimately know what the client wants from a production standpoint, and now we have the ability to deliver that on the building side as well.
Wonderful. Well, we all know what a stellar reputation 3G has, so I can only imagine the quality that you're going to bring to this venue. So that's wonderful. You know, speaking of the venue, and tell us a little bit about it. It's not built yet. We'd like to envision the space there. Can you kind of tell us about the spaces that you have available and what makes them a little bit unique?
Sure. Sounds great. So this is the building right now being built. It's on the corner of Eastern and Russell, which is in a mile of the airport and 3 miles of the Strip. We are scheduled to open in January of 2017. This is a picture that was taken about a month ago. We're currently completely under roof and really moving forward and seeing all the tenant improvements done this month. So we are on schedule to open for the first of the year. Particularly our first events will be during the weekend of CES, so we're really excited about that. You know, the space is 75,000 square feet, and it's a combined indoor and outdoor space. We have 3 main indoor spaces and 3 main outdoor spaces. So I'm going to talk through those. So this is kind of quick, you know, hey, the location, where we're at relative to the Strip, and how far we're away from some of the key spaces here in town. So this is a layout of the first level. We said 3 kind of key indoor spaces. The Enclave room, Prelude in the middle, and Madrigal. And 3 outdoor spaces, the Valet Plaza, the Dolce Garden Plaza, and then not shown on here is our rooftop deck, which we call our signature room, which is has a view of the Strip and mountains. So I'll kind of walk through each one. So this is the Enclave. The Enclave is our largest space. It's 9,000 square feet, has 31-foot clear ceilings. It's open span, no columns. Yeah, rigging-wise, you have 5,000 pounds per point, 8,000 pounds across a beam. As I stated, it started as a band rehearsal facility, so the whole walls are all acoustically treated, has an attached green room, dressing room, video and audio production area, and catering space. The floor is concrete. You have elephant doors with a 14-foot clear, so you could bring in things like a helicopter, a car, any type of large product that would be showcased. And it's really kind of a blank slate for a DMC, an event planner to come in and make the space their own. Next place is our Prelude. This is 4,600 square feet. Kind of a industrial look with open ceiling, bar built in. This is a great area to be able to do branding for the clients coming in. Registration area, having your lunch or dinner here while you take a break from your meeting in the Enclave or Madrigal. Third main space is more of a traditional ballroom. This is called the Madrigal, 6,250 square feet. Could be subdivided and broken out between 3,750 feet and 2,500 square feet. This is great. Finished ceilings, carpeted floor. Really good for social events that want to come in and kind of take what we've put together from the ambiance and want to just have an event there. Now we walk through our outdoor space. This is our rooftop deck that we talked about, the Vivace, 5,000 square feet, you know, very open. All of this furniture here is removable, so nothing's kind of set in stone. Great to have a cocktail party, a small intimate dinner, or even a reception type of event up here. Here's another picture, and this is great. This is the view looking out to the Strip. So as we said, we're along Russell, so you have a view kind of, you know, starting at the south end of the Strip and looking throughout the whole Strip.
That's amazing.
And then oh, thank you. Our last 2 spaces, Dolce Garden here in front of the Madrigal and the Valet Concourse area. The Dolce Garden is going to be a fantastic place for a bride to have, you know, their ceremony out there, or to have a cocktail hour, or just have an area to be able to chill out after that corporate event and you heard that person speak for a long time and you want to go out and have a drink and relax and kind of stretch your legs a little bit. And then finally the concourse area, which is 9,000 square feet. This is a valet area, but you can see with the ballards can be separated out, and we can have an event out there. You have branding opportunities, and a great flow-through room to be able to connect the Prelude, the Madrigal, and the Enclave. So those kind of our main spaces. We have also some smaller conference rooms, pre-function spaces, production rooms, things of that nature.
Wow, that is really impressive, Keith. Thank you so much. These are some incredible spaces. I'm just envisioning the events that could be there. I'm picturing a fun dance party on the rooftop deck there.
We hope so. We hope so.
So speaking of parties and whatnot, tell me a little bit about the types of events that you're hoping to attract, and maybe some examples of the different types that you can accommodate there.
Sure. So there's three types of events we're going after. The space was built to be flexible. You can see with the renderings, there's, we kind of built it with the flexibility to say, hey, we're not sure what really is going to come in this, but we want to have the ability to say yes to our clients instead of no, we're pigeonholed into doing something. So with that, you could have corporate events and do new product showcases, company meetings, industry conferences, a unique one-off for a corporate that may be in town for a larger trade show that say, hey, I want to have my key customers or sales reps and do a small concert with an A-type act or something like that. Second is social events, so weddings, bar mitzvahs, nonprofits, birthdays, fundraisers, things of that nature. And then lastly was kind of, go back to its original roots of having a band rehearsal or, with those big 31-foot clear, having movie filming here. There's a lot more of that coming in town here in Las Vegas, TV commercials, kind of more one-off and unique type of events that they're just looking for space here in town.
Perfect. Yeah, and it seems like you're located just perfectly next to the airport for, these people to be able to get their events set up easily, and so that sounds wonderful. When you're having an event, obviously a big part of the success of that comes with food and beverage. Everyone loves their food and beverage. So tell us a little bit about what are you guys planning for your menus and your beverage and food experiences?
Sure. Yeah, this is a part that's really important, especially when you talk about corporate and social events. So, from a beverage perspective, we're going to have all of our beverage, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, in-house, and we've hired a team of people that have in-house cicerones, sommelier, so that we can do really unique cocktail packages. So whether it's wine and beer pairings with regions of the world, say a bride and groom met in Italy and they want to do an Italian wine tasting at their wedding, fantastic, we can do that. Or a European corporation that says, I really want to do a U.S. microbrewery tasting, no problem. So we'll have, the high-end liquor, beer, and wine selection, and just kind of really push the envelope when it comes to beverage. On the food side, we'll have our on-site kitchen areas, and we'll be partnering with off-site catering companies coming in. So we'll have three different tiers of food. We'll have a casual and a contemporary that'll have exclusive menus for our space. Typical for a wedding or, for a daytime corporate event, you want to do, a box lunch or a buffet or something like that, we can accommodate that. And then all the way up until the high end, where we're going to have celebrity chefs. We are lucky enough to be the first venue that Mary Sue Milligan and Susan Finnegar of Border Grill are going to be create a exclusive menu for us and for our clients. So we're really excited. It's the first time they're offering off-site catering. And if you know anything about, celebrity chefs and any foodies out there that are listening, you know that these two are two of the top-tier chefs in town. And they're classically French trained. So not only do they have, the Border Grill and the Mexican twist to it, they're going to create a menu that kind of encompasses all different types of foods for our clients.
Perfect. Yes, we absolutely know them, and my stomach is growling just thinking about the new menu option. That's great. Well, what we really want to hear about is where you guys shine, and I know that that's in production, coming from 3G. Tell us a little bit more about that. I know there's so many areas that you guys are going to excel at in the production area. Go into a little bit of detail about that for us.
Yeah, this is kind of, one of the very key differentiating factors with our venue relative to anything else that's out there. Having an in-house production team that understands, the highest end caliber of audio, lighting, video equipment, and production is very unique. We built this building with all the production elements in mind, and we've touched on some of them, but I'm going to go through them again. Some of the acoustically treated walls, additional power. That's something that people never really think about and say, okay, I want to have this beautiful LED screen and I want to have a band and whatever, and they go, well, what type of power do you have? Well, the production company comes in and says, well, I can't do that type of an event here because they don't have the necessary power needs. We'll have all that covered. We'll have as much power as an arena will have that going in there with some of these major acts. Loading docks that are close to the space. You look at Enclave and you see all this potential of different events you can do there. Well, how do I get all that stuff here? I got to bring semis in. I got to have a loading dock. I got to have easy access to the room. We've thought of all that back of house stuff as well. So, those are just kind of some of the things that we've touched on. Additionally, what we've done is we've interconnected all the rooms. We've had, within each room, we have connections for single and multi-mode fiber. We have XLR, Cat6 type of connections. So if you want to do an event in Enclave, you need to have the production room that's on the other side of the building, and so they need to have a feed for it. It's a couple plugs and whatnot. It's not a bunch of cables running all over the place. And we could make that happen really easily. Additionally, you may have, we do a lot of broadcast work on the 3G side, and we broadcast worldwide events. And so we thought about that part. So if you have a TV truck that pulls up, we have mouse holes in the Enclave, so you could run the cable through and get that feed out to anywhere in the world. Last thing I want to touch on is just the rigging elements. We created spaces that have that capability of hanging the audio or hanging that really cool LED screen in the middle. And so you can hang 5,000 pounds a point or 8,000 pounds across the beam. That's a lot of weight. So yeah, it's just one of those things that we've just really focused on with this building is that production element, and I think that's kind of a key differentiating factor between us and other venues here in town.
That's great. It sounds like an event planner's dream. I know from my own experience in planning events that there's so many restrictions, and it makes it very difficult. So having people who have thought through all of these things and are going to help to execute them, just a dream come true. So we're really looking forward to that. Thanks for detailing that out for us.
The event planners and DMCs that we've met with so far have been so excited about that, where they're finally at a building where we say yes, as opposed to, oh, I'm not sure if we can do that. There's really nothing production-wise that we can't do in this building.
Yeah, that'll be a shift for us. We're used to hearing no, so we like hearing that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So then, that kind of, you've touched on the ways that you kind of differentiate yourselves from the others in town. Is there any other ways that Enclave, kind of sets themselves apart as being a better option than something on Strip?
Yeah, as we all know, Vegas, has become the meeting capital of the world, or it has been the meeting capital of the world. And just to kind of throw out some statistics, Vegas welcomed over 42 million visitors in 2015, and the convention attendance was up over 13% year over year. And within that encompasses over 22,000 conventions. 22,000 conventions with 5 million delegates. So, an average convention is really, maybe 300 to 500 people. Everybody thinks of those ones that have thousands of people, but there's a lot of small ones that come too and are looking for unique spaces. We offer that. We offer that off-strip capabilities to say, hey, somebody wants to come in, they want to experience Vegas, but they want to have a unique experience where they could brand the whole building. If you look at, the image up on top where you have, the different LED screens where they could take it over and say, hey, it's company XYZ, and you captivate your audience too. You don't have all the distractions that come with having your event in Vegas. The other part that's unique is that a lot of groups want to come to Vegas, but they don't want to be on Strip in a gaming facility, or they have regulations that don't allow them to do that. So now we create this environment where it has unique Vegas elements to it. It has a rooftop that has a view of the whole Strip, but you captivate your audience and you keep them in a kind of clean, exciting environment to really be focused on the event at hand. So you know, and with all that being off strip, having our in-house production team, it allows us to be very competitive from a cost perspective. You know, our goal is to deliver a luxury brand because that's what the companies want that are coming here, but at a very cost-effective way. You know, we have in-house non-union labor, we have in-house production, and all that stuff that, like Sinan touched on at the beginning, that costs you an arm and a leg and more than the space, that won't be the case here at our building. So that's kind of some of the things that is unique about our building. And lastly, to wrap it up, it's a blank canvas. It's, you know, DMCs like to come in and say, what can I do to just make this unique, you know, and they're not kind of stuck in, hey, well, I have this furniture that's fixed here and I have to work around this or whatever. All of our furniture is movable. All of our space, you could say, yes, you can hang things here or put things here. So they can come in and do whatever they want and make the space their own.
Well, you know, why don't you, because that view really is spectacular, why don't you show us that again? You know, I'm a third-generation Las Vegan, and for me, that skyline is what it's all about. I wouldn't want to have an event in the middle of it. I want to see it. If only I could have had my wedding overlooking this beautiful view. That would have been amazing. But unfortunately, you guys weren't here yet. So.
Oh, 10-year anniversary will do, right?
Oh, perfect, perfect. Yeah, sign me up. Dance party on the rooftop.
Exactly.
Great. Well, you know, I know you guys are going to be opening here in January, and everyone's really excited to get in the space. Is there anything you guys are offering for bookings right now? Any special offerings you guys are doing?
Yeah, we are. We've opened up since about a month ago in booking, and like Sinan, you know, is coming in with his event. We have some events that are booked, but you know, I'm offering an incentive to anybody that is listening to this that, you know, if you're the first person that books and mentions this webinar, we're offering 4 VIP concert tickets to any event at T-Mobile Arena. And also, or a $1,000 gift card if they're not a concert goer. So, you know, we're really kind of driving sales right now. We have a ton of interest, and, you know, really looking forward to just hearing about what people want to do at this venue. We've had some unique requests already of things that we didn't even think about, but we're excited to work with those groups and bring their event to life.
Awesome. Hey, that sounds like a deal. Book your party, and then you can go out to a concert the same weekend. That sounds wonderful. Awesome. Well, Keith, thank you so much for going into detail about this incredible venue coming to Las Vegas. We're really looking forward to it. I know there's a lot of buzz about Enclave, and I imagine your phone's going to be ringing off the hook as soon as we're done here with this webinar. So congratulations. We wish you a ton of success, and we're looking forward to the grand opening in January 2017.
Great. Thank you very much. And, you know, I threw up some of the contact information here. If people want more information, it's got our phone number, our email address, and our website. So thank you to everybody for taking the time out of their busy day to listen to this webinar, learn more about Enclave, and really looking forward to talking to each and every one of you on a more intimate basis about the space and about your unique events that you bring here to this great town.
Great. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you.